Good morning, everybody. That's not how I say hello. Hey guys, it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and this is TGIF. Thank God it's finished. Today is Saturday, November 4th, 2017. It is cold. Yesterday we woke up and it was 70 and humid, and today there was a frost. Go figure. I hope you guys, if you were in the Northeast, weather has been crazy everywhere, but especially in the Northeast, I hope you survived the crazy storm we had Sunday into Monday? Sunday into Monday. Here, you may or may not know this about my house. We are surrounded by 100 plus foot tall hardwood trees, oaks, locust, pines. They're huge, literally huge. And the wind, Sunday into Monday, was so scary, but we didn't notice it until the power went out because we run a fan overnight. And when the power went out, it was so deafeningly quiet that all we could hear was the wind. I have never in my life heard wind like that. There's a spot on my screen. There we go. I've never heard wind like that. And of the trees. I literally sat in bed going, bracing myself for the fall. Thankfully, we didn't lose any big trees. We lost a lot of small trees, but all the big ones are still up for now. Anyway, so if you were impacted by that storm, I hope you have your power back. I know some people didn't get power back around here until last night. I know Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire all got it really bad. We thankfully only lost the power for about 4 hours during the worst of the storm. But thankfully it was only the 4 hours. We lost a bit of food in the fridge, like the milk spoiled, the yogurt spoiled. But other than that, we were thankfully, very thankfully, relatively unscathed. Like I said, we lost some small trees. We did try and go out. We cut back branches and things like that. But like I said, thank goodness we got out unscathed. And I hope you guys all had a great Halloween. I know a lot of Halloweens around here were postponed. For instance, Sadie didn't trick or treat until last night, which seems so strange. But I got to see her after trick or treating. She dressed up like a kitty cat. She was adorable. She actually dressed up like a kitty cat and a bunch of other things because they went to a lot of Halloween activities. So she was Belle, she was Anna, but her main Halloween costume was a kitty cat. She was adorable. And I was really grateful to be able to see her and talk to her for a few minutes. Okay, you didn't come here for a weather report or a Halloween update, but and we got no trick-or-treaters. Zero. I made goodie bags, 0 trick-or-treaters. Wah wah. Okay, so what have I been up to? Knitting like a machine. I've also been doing a lot of sewing, so let's jump right into it. Start with finished objects. I don't know if I had started this last week. Let's check. No. Yes. It's right there. Flax. I used Karen cakes in the color Mixed Berry. By the way, this is like the free pattern episode. All the patterns I'm going to show you, all the projects are free patterns. So, Karen Cakes, Flax by Tin Can Knits. This pattern is awesome. It's every size you could imagine. I knit the 4/6 size for Sadie, and this is so Punky Brewster. I think she's going to like this sweater. I actually think she's going to love this sweater. Auntie kind of wishes she could fit into it, so here it is. Oh, this is for Sadie, by the way. How adorable is that? And I matched up the sleeves perfectly. However, one cuff is really, really, really not that pink, and one cuff is super duper pink. I noticed I have a fuzz hanging off of this one. But anyway, there is the flax for Sadie. So adorable. I love it. I can't wait to see her in this. But this is going to be for Christmas. Finish number 1. Then on Monday, I cast on a sweater out of James C. Brett Marble Chunky. The color is MC11. And the pattern was Francis Revisited, also a free pattern. I did change just the sleeves. I made them long sleeves instead of 3/4 sleeves. And here is that. I have a picture of this on the mannequin, so I'll put it in right about here. So here it is. It came out great. Unintentionally, my sleeves match pretty almost perfectly, which I didn't mean to do. The collar is loose in the front and tacked down in the back per the pattern instructions, and I love the way the collar drapes. This is not my size, or I would try it on for you. I did try it on, and I liked how the collar looked. The rest of it was super tight, but yes, love it, love it. So that's finish number 2. This sweater I started on Monday evening, and I finished it yesterday afternoon. So finish number 2. And then last night, my labels, I wanted to do something small before I started another big project, and this one has been on my queue forever, and I meant to look up what it's actually called. It's a free pattern, linked in my Ravelry project page as always, and I crocheted this out of scraps. There's some Vanna's Choice in there, there's some loops and thread, there's some Red Heart Super Saver. It's a little bit of everything. I think there's even some TLC Essentials. But here he is, little turkey, who has stuffing fuzz on him. That's okay. He is so cute. He was super duper easy. Where's that fuzz? Right there. It's just, you know how sometimes you get some, when you use the polyester fiber fill. There we go. You get some threads left. Oh my gosh. I didn't crochet the eyes. I used these Google eyes, and I sewed them on. After I sewed them on, they were a little bit separated, which you can't see now. So I put a thread of brown through his head, and then came out underneath next to this eye, and I wrapped it around 2 times, went in behind this eye, and came out this side just to bring them closer together. I like them. I think they're cute. This is what the back looks like. It was really easy. It's just 5 granny squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 different color sequences. There's this color sequence and then that. But you could do whatever you wanted. And I think he's cute. And he has been sitting on my mantle since last night. And he's going to go back up there. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. By the way, this sweater that I'm wearing, I knit for Camp Loopy. If you remember, it's the Stonewall. If you're looking for it, it's not a free pattern. It's by Alicia Plummer, I believe. Pretty sure. It's on my project page. What am I working on? Well, you know that I put all my whips on the back burner, and that unfortunately includes the garter squish that I started last week, but that's just something to pick up and knit here and there. Kristen is cruising on hers. She's onto her 3rd color, her 3rd ball of yarn. It's bigger. It's a lot bigger, and it's beautiful, and she's making it for someone, and I don't want her to make it for someone. I want her to make it for us. No. I think the person she's making it for is going to love it, but I have told her that as soon as she finishes that one, she's going to start another one. Okay. And this morning I started another sweater. I've knit this before for Kristen. It is nutmeg. This is not going to be for Kristen. I'm knitting, as you can see, a medium. Another free pattern. And for this I am using James C. Brett Marble Chunky again. And the color is MC23. Put my needles back in. Put my pattern back in. And I'm not very far. Not very far at all. I'm still on 18-inch needles. I've done the rolled neck and started the raglan increases. So yeah, that's all my whips. That's it. That's it. What will I be knitting next? I want to knit some socks. I want to start knitting some Christmas projects like ornaments, decor, stuff like that. I also, for paper crafting, I want to start making some Christmas cards, and I also need to make some PJs because we open pajamas every year on Christmas Eve to wear to bed. Something we did as kids. You know, you opened your pajamas, you put them on, you went to bed, Santa Claus came. So I still do that with Kristen, and it's fun. It's a nice tradition. Who doesn't like new PJs? I probably didn't as a child, but I do now. Sorry for all the ums. I do have a new thing. This is West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. This is the new Christmas color. I can't remember what they called it, but I bought it directly from West Yorkshire Spinners. And I'm going to start these on Thanksgiving. Hopefully, I will be closing in on close to done with holiday knitting. I don't know. Shop wise, like Etsy shop wise, we do have a couple new bags in the shop, new prints. We've got this one. I don't know if I've ever had this print before. It needs a little ironing. Some fall owls and acorns. This is a large bag. And this print is to die for. Look at this. Socks on a line. I called it Laundry Day. Love this bag. Love this print. Super cute. And I made it in the medium zipper bag, and I made it in the medium drawstring bag because I think it's perfect for socks, for a sock project. So those are up in the shop. And I think those are the only two prints that I finished this week that you'll see new, but there'll be more coming. And I think that's really about all I have to share with you today. So I do have a question for you guys. Last week I asked you about Christmas knitting, and your answers really gave me, I don't know how to say it, but I didn't get pumped up, but it got me really excited for Christmas knitting. It was really fun to see what everybody's going to be working on, knitting, crocheting, sewing, crafting in general. So I loved all those answers. I haven't responded to any comments because I'm terrible. But I have another question for you. What are your favorite, or either your favorite patterns, projects, or what are some things that you want to do, patterns or projects, holiday, winter, Christmas themed? I have an enormous list, enormous, that I would like to knit. For instance, I want to knit some ornaments. I have a bunch of patterns printed out for that. I have these cute little gnomes that I would like to knit. I have an elf. He's a big fat elf. He's really cute. He's got a really fat body and skinny legs that I'd like to knit him. There's some gift card holders that I'd like to make. I don't know if I'm going to make them gift card holders or if I'm just going to make them ornaments. I also, this year, every year we have a family ornament with the year on it and everybody's name for us and the dogs. And this year I'm going to make the ornament with some shrinky dinks, and if you're interested in seeing that, I will show that to you. But I'm really excited about it, so I may do that soon. We get our tree on Black Friday. So what else? What else? What else? There's a ton. There's a ton that I want to knit. So what are some of your favorites or things that you are really looking forward to making or trying? Because I'm always looking for inspiration. I'm always looking to add to my never-ending list of must-make projects. And especially if it's not knitting or crocheting. I like crafting, period. I love crafting. Shocker. Um, but yeah, so please leave your answers down below and I will just draw all the inspiration from them and we'll talk about it next time. So I hope you guys are doing great. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye bye.